Welcome back, guys. This is a video in which I'm going to share with you top 6 tips on how you can score well in PTE speaking. As I was making other videos on how you can score well in modules such as describe image, retell lecture, and the PTE writing. By the way, if you have not seen those videos, please check them out in my channel. I'm pretty sure that you'll learn a lot of stuff from that. And if you do like the videos, please share them for the benefit of others. But as I was making those videos, I thought I should make a separate video sharing the common tips that you can apply to all the parts of PTE speaking. So here it is. These are a few of my recent students who went for the IELTS and PTE exams. As you can see, they all scored well thanks to a combined team effort by the student and the teacher. If you wish to become one of these high achievers, please contact me on my email for one-on-one Skype classes. I assure you that I will get you the band scores you need and deserve. Getting back to the tips. The very first thing that you should keep in mind is to focus on fluency and pronunciation, not content. What I mean by that is, guys, the PTE speaking is scored on the basis of 3 parameters. If you have seen my other videos, you'll remember this, but in case you have not, these 3 parameters are content, fluency, and pronunciation. So content is what you speak, fluency is the flow you speak with, and pronunciation is how you pronounce the words. Now the marks of all 3 parameters may vary depending on the question. So they are different for read aloud, different for repeat sentence, and so on. But when you attempt any module in the PTE speaking, make sure you focus on these 2 and not the content. To illustrate with an example, when you attempt the PTE speaking describe image, you will see a picture in front of you and then you have to describe it in your own words. Now what happens is students get too worried about the content, they try to cover each and every point that they can see and understand, and this is what messes up with their fluency and pronunciation. In case of describe image, you get 5 marks for content, 5 for fluency, and then 5 for pronunciation. Now guys, if you can see that the combined scores of these 2, fluency and pronunciation, is 10, whereas the content only on the other side is 5. So if you focus your time on content, if you're thinking too much about the content, you're going to lose marks in fluency and pronunciation. So this will not result in a good score overall. Instead, what you should do is focus on your fluency and pronunciation. So whatever answer you're going to give, whether it's in the read aloud, repeat sentence, describe image, retell lecture, make sure your answer is fluent and your pronunciation is accurate so that the computer can understand what you're saying. If you focus on these 2, you're going to get a very good score in PTE speaking. Let me prove my point with an example. This is one of my students who went for the PTE exams recently, and have a look at the scores in the oral fluency. She scored a perfect 90 in fluency, although she lacked in pronunciation. See the score in overall PTE speaking, 72. Now guys, if you are better in pronunciation, see the amount of scores you can get in PTE speaking. So focus on fluency and pronunciation. This is exactly what I taught her, and you can see the result. Focus on fluency and pronunciation. To give you an overview, focus on your fluency and pronunciation, not the content. If you make a mistake also, skip and move on. Do not try to correct it. And do not try to cover everything. For God's sake, it's only 40 seconds, so you cannot cover each and every point. Do not go into that much detail. Stop worrying about the content. Focus on fluency and pronunciation. So that's the first tip. The second one is to speak loud and clear. In my experience of teaching students, I've had some students who do not have a loud voice by nature. They do not speak loudly. This is something that can affect your score in PTE speaking, because when you go into the exams, there might be other students sitting right next to you, and this might affect your score because you'll be getting distracted and you will not be speaking clearly and loudly because of the nature of your voice. So when you go into exam, speak loud and clear. Make sure the computer can listen to what you are trying to say. You have to speak loudly and clearly to get a good score in PTE speaking. There's no second way about it. Even if you have to disturb other people to get your score, then that's the way it has to be. Do whatever it takes and just get the scores you want, and speak loud and clear. Remember. Number 3 is to improve your understanding capability. This is something that specifically applies to repeat sentence, read a lecture, and answer short questions. In repeat sentence, as you know, that you will be listening to a sentence and repeating exactly. Read a lecture, you listen to a lecture and then you say it out loud in your own words. Answer short questions is when you listen to a question and then give your answer. Guys, these are the 3 parts that depend on your listening capability. If you do not understand what they are speaking, there is a good chance that you will not be giving them a good answer. So, improve your understanding capability, and this is something that you can do via TED Talks. Go to TED.com or simply download the app on your phone and then listen to TED Talks. And listen to them on a regular basis, just 1 or 2 every single day, and this is all you have to do to improve your listening. Okay guys, improve your understanding capability. Listen to TED Talks every single day. Number 4 is before the test starts, speak and listen to English language. What happens when you go into the test is, guys, students get nervous, so they are not on the top of their game. What I want you to do is, before you're going to sit in the test, before you're going to give out your answers, just speak to a few people around you in English. Remember, this is the important part. Obviously, you're going to an English test, so conversate with them in English. Just speak English, warm up your brain, ears, and mouth to get ready for the real thing. Okay? Number 5 is obviously practice. Nothing would improve your score more than your own practice. Guys, even if the best teacher in the world is teaching you, you are not going to get a good score if you do not practice yourself. So practice, practice, practice. Now there is a format that I teach my students, and I'll just tell you what it is. Divide your days on the tasks. So say today is the first day of your PTE preparation. So the first day you're going to focus whatever time you have, 1 hour, 2 hours, on just the PTE speaking first part, which is read aloud. So today it's only read aloud. Okay, get better in that. Just practice read aloud. On the second day, just go for repeat sentence. Third day, describe image. Fourth day, reach a lecture. So divide your days and then practice that specific term. Okay. Number 6 is get your answers checked by a teacher. Guys, even if you have been practicing all along ever since you have filled in your PTE exam, in case you were not under the appropriate supervision, there is a good chance that you might be practicing the wrong thing. So you might be perfect, but perfect in the wrong thing, and that does not help a lot. So get your answers checked by a teacher. These are the 6 things that I want you to keep in mind when you go for the PTE exam. Again, to give you an overview, number 1, focus on your fluency and pronunciation, not content. Stop worrying too much about what you're going to speak. Just speak it out with good fluency and proper pronunciation. Number 2, speak loud and clear. Okay, do not hesitate to disturb others. If this is what you have to do to get the score, then let it be. Number 3 is to improve your understanding capability. Listen to TED Talks. You can listen and understand to what the question is trying to say. Number 4 is speak and listen to the English language before you sit the test. Right before you sit the test. Number 5 is practice. One thing on one day, divide it out in those days, and then you will improve significantly. Number 6, get your answers checked by a teacher. Okay guys, so this is all for this video. In case this is something that helped you in your PT exams, please like it and share it for the benefit of others. Plus, leave a comment so I know. And if you're looking for one-on-one Skype classes, then contact me on my email. Happy to help you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.